Hey, it's Hannah with Solo Suit, and in this video, I talk to a real attorney about 3 common debt resolution options: debt settlement, debt consolidation, and bankruptcy. In this video, I talk to Sarah, a licensed and practicing attorney in the Los Angeles, California area, and we go over these 3 options and discuss reasons why you might consider each one. So if you're dealing with a debt or maybe multiple debts, you might consider debt settlement, debt consolidation, or bankruptcy. I hope that this video helps point you in the right direction towards debt resolution. If you have any more questions about how to resolve a debt or how to respond to a debt lawsuit, head on over to solosuit.com and we can help you get started in the process. Thanks so much for watching, and without further ado, here is my conversation with licensed attorney Sarah Wolk. A lot of people wonder, when they are, they might have several different credit card accounts and several different collectors that are coming after them all at the same time. So people in that position who may owe several different debts or big debt, what would you say is like the best option between debt settlement, debt consolidation, and bankruptcy? Do you have any thoughts on any of those 3 options for people who are dealing with like serious debt?
So there's not really one that is better for everyone. However, you described a situation where there's a lot of different debts. So I think that is probably a good situation in which you want to probably consult with a bankruptcy attorney. Usually you can get a free consultation to find out whether you would qualify. One thing to consider with bankruptcy is that even if you file, there are certain debts that are called non-dischargeable, meaning they don't go away even if you file for bankruptcy. So if you have some of those debts, it makes that less likely your best option because you're not actually getting rid of the debt and you're still going to have bankruptcy on your record. And so in that situation, then debt consolidation or debt settlement are probably the better options. Now, if you can get some good settlements or you only have, maybe a few debts, then find out what you can settle those for. There's no harm in finding out what a company or a creditor is willing to accept. You don't have to say yes. And if you can't get any good amounts, contact a debt consolidation company, try to consolidate the debts and see how that goes. You can even, after a lawsuit is initiated by one creditor, there are some companies that will still consolidate your debts and they'll settle out the lawsuit for you. So you can still consider these options even after a lawsuit is filed. But some form of settlement, if you're not filing for bankruptcy, is a good idea because if you don't address them, the debts are just going to get worse. And a lot of creditors, they're not getting paid anyway. So a lot of times it's better for them to accept some sort of money, which is less than the total amount owed, than continue not getting paid. So that's their incentive to settle.
I really hope that this video was useful, and if you've been sued for debt, I hope you know you're not alone. Solo Suit is rooting for you, and that is why we share conversations like the one I just had with Sarah. It's to help individuals know how to resolve disputes and resolve debts. So if you have any other questions or you want more information, please reach out to us at support@solosuit.com or check out our website. As always, thanks so much for watching and good luck with resolving your case.